So let me have some queries from you.
So, good afternoon, sir.
First, introduce yourself.
Yes. So my name is Satyajit Ghana.
Satyajit.
So my question is, in an Indian context, it has been often seen that with the advent of urbanization, the depth of crime, illicit drug trades, and hooliganism in general, and inequity in education, it gets increased. Again, which is not the case in Singapore, Dubai, and Hong Kong like countries. So why this dichotomy, and what can be the solution of this?
Okay, thank you. Yes. Go ahead. Yes. Can somebody take the mic there? Okay, first here. And in the meantime, you can take mic there. Can you introduce yourself? Chandramani. या बहुत बढ़िया बोलिए मैं तो लाइक करता हूँ Can you give your name, please? Kailas. Yes, go ahead. I couldn't get you. Can you repeat? Right. Thank you. Good. Very good question. Yeah.
Namaskar, sir. Sir, I'm.
कहाँ से बोल रहे?
Sir, here, sir.
Okay.
Sir. Sir, on the right.
Okay. Okay. हाँ क्या नाम है?
Sir, I'm Purnata, sir.
Purvata.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I just have a simple question, sir. My issue is with the plastic pollution and the amounting of plastic waste on the city streets and not having proper disposal system for the plastic, sir. As the urbanization rate grows, so does the consumption rate of the plastics. Sir, how do we tackle with the plastic pollution in the long run as we cope with the urbanization rate as it increases?
Okay. Thank you.
This is Ankit.
Okay. So very good question, Ajasha. I really appreciate. Yeah, good.
So on your left, sir.
Yes.
So I have a question on urban afforestation.
What's your name?
My name is Ankit Jena, sir.
Ankit.
Yes, sir. So at what point urban afforestation becomes a primary goal of the developing agency instead of a sideways goal? Because first, when development in an area happens, there is not much force and thrust on urban afforestation. So at what point urban afforestation becomes a main primary driver of sustainable development?
Urban afforestation.
Yes.
That's city forest. Okay. So I'll take a couple of more questions. Yes, please. What's your name first? What's? Satyanarayan. Okay. Okay, good, very good question. Very good question. Okay, next. Should we make that as the last? Your name is? Okay. although I'm also aware of the realities, some of you will definitely read and try to understand from my presentation what are the various things which have been done. Because I have not discussed them, that's why these questions have come. So, now let me start with Chanchal Rana, and I think that is also related to the question which my friend Subhranshu asked. This is on urbanization, and that is very relevant question for Odisha also. That's why I take that as the first question. That urbanization, the cities are declared urban through is a political will. It's a political decision, definitely political decision. Whether you want to remain rural or urban is a political decision. We are also very shy from being declared as urban. And the day you become declared urban means there are so many challenges, as I was mentioning, that you don't have enough place for sewer testing, you don't have enough place for water, laying the water, or maybe road or various other things, because expectations goes up. Just take this example. Somebody, when you are studying in, say, intermediate college or senior secondary school, you are a different boy or a different girl. The moment you reach to the college, it's your independent world, you start thinking differently, you remain the same. There is only transition from your senior secondary to the graduation, you become very different. Similarly, from the transition from rural to the urban, you become very different, your expectations become very different. Now you expect there will be good road, good water system. In fact, the water prescribed by our CPHO for the rural area is only 60 liters per day. And water prescribed for the urban area is 130 liters per day. Think of it. Human being remains the same. Because I come from a village. When I am in my village, my requirement is 60 liters. When I am in, say, city of Delhi, my requirement is 130 liters. Why is that? Because the way we work, the way हमारा जो पूरा का पूरा lifestyle पूरा बदल जाता है. Our lifestyle, the living standards, that completely changes when we move from the rural to the urban area. Still, it's a question. Everybody knows you have to go from 19 to say 50% is a huge, large journey to take. That is a decision to be taken by political system, because that is how we are a political economy, and a political economy, the decisions are taken through the political system. There is an executive, and executive headed by the Honorable Chief Minister, and there is a state subject. The state executive, that the Honorable Chief Minister and his Council of Ministers has to take the decision that such area is rural to urban. At the same time, everybody realizes that this will lead to growth. This will lead to transformation. In fact, I remember that there are a lot of cities were declared as urban just prior to the election. It's a political system. Now there is not more there. Now you see that the new announcement, and this is not the state of Odisha. This happens in all the states. Happens in all the states. That's how the political economy will work. But the kind of ecosystem which Honorable Prime Minister has created in the last 10, 11 years. Earlier, in union budget, urban was not being discussed, not being talked to. Now think of it from 14, the first budget which the government got, NDA government got in 2014, and I don't think even a single financial union budget which does not speak about urban. Some aspect of urban, whether it is giving the tax concession, whether it is announcing a new scheme or coming with a new kind of a opportunity, various things have been done successively. That has given our commitment. And everybody understands that. Now everybody understands if you remain rural, that your major activities will remain the rural agriculture or maybe animal husbandry or such other allied activities. The growth is not going to be much. You have to get in tune with the Honorable Prime Minister's vision of Viksit Bharat 2047 and say $40 trillion economy by 2047. And nobody would like to be left behind. So I think in the political circles also there is a lot of heat there is a lot of, they realize that to align with the national goal, they need to do that. And I'm very confident, because the basic, you see, first you require some basic work to be done. You need to come up to intermediate class to get into graduation. You just can't jump into the graduation class. You have to do this basics. And the country is preparing not only this way, I mean, whatever is the urban is happening, even in the rural area, when the Swachh Bharat Mission was there, it is not for the urban areas. It is for the rural areas also. Open defecation free was not only for the urban, it was for the rural areas also. The garbage free, it was not only for urban, it was for the rural areas also. Now the Honorable Prime Minister gave a vision of the rural and urban, they have to be connected. And I am very happy to say, Mati, I mean, I saw your book, how you have connected with the rural area and the urban area. They are interdependent. This is the world over, this experience is that the rural area, the population should be much less dependency, the productivity should be much higher. Urban area, productivity will be still higher if you skill the people there. So you find much higher. You see the developed country, when we are going to become a developed country, currently our urban population, as I said, say around 38%, 37 to 38% is urban. That means nearly 61 to 62% is the rural. After 47, it is going to more than 50% the urban. And in furthermore, going ahead, India is going to be much more urbanized, much more urban areas. So that means productivity in the rural areas is going to go up. Large number of people who are dependent. Our composition of the agriculture, see, the mechanization in the agriculture areas, this is going to completely transformed. The precision agriculture, now you follow what is happening in the field of agriculture. A lot of new change, the technology is completely transforming in the rural area. That means furthermore less employment in the rural area, and they have to move to the urban area. There is so much big focus on the make in India. There is so much more focus on the making for the world. We have shown our strength. When you are making for the world, making for becoming a global economy. So that means more and more migration. And more migration means, I come to the question which was asked on the migration. This is the new cities. Yes, the new cities are going to come. Whether you realize it or you don't realize it, the new cities are going to come. The cities can grow, urbanization can grow only through threefold. One is the existing city can redevelop. That means, plenty of examples. I don't have time here to give you examples. Many cities, lot of areas have become redeveloped, and the same place. One example, say Delhi. You are aware, many our urban government colonies have been redeveloped to accommodate more people in the same area. Or in BKC in Bombay, more people in the same area, and better quality of life. The second has been retrofitting. The cities have been retrofitted, learning from the smart city to accommodate more people or to improve their quality of life. The best is the green development. In fact, the 15th Finance Commission has declared 8 new cities to come and give 1,000 crore rupees for every city as an incentive. I don't know what is happening, because when I was there as a urban secretary, I have developed all the standards so that these 8 cities could be declared by the state government and through the competition. One of the learning from the Honorable Prime Minister was the challenge system, the competitive system. Let the states compete. So there is so much happening, and let me tell you, Rana Sahab, in the time to come, more and more states will come forth and they will declare more areas as urban, because they are into making their state viksit. Because urbanization this is the world over experience, that only through the larger urban, you could turn around your economy. You can make higher growth, higher rate of growth in your country, in your state. The question on the urban flooding and the water table going down, from Satya Narayana. When I was talking about the AMRUT, I talked about the water secure cities. And what is water secure cities? You become more conscious on the water, because water, India has only 4% of the global water. Only 4% of the global fresh water is in India. You know how much population we sustain? More than 17% of the population we sustain. That means we already have the water scarcity. Read the report of the Niti Aayog on this. You will find it's horrifying how the cities or the rural areas becoming water starved. So water conservation is something which the Honorable Prime Minister came with a scheme called Amrit Sarovar. Other cities, rivers getting rejuvenated. Cities, water bodies getting rejuvenated. And a lot of things has happened on Amrut scheme. I don't have the data from Orissa, but I can say from my own state, only yesterday, somebody whom I had deployed from Bangalore, Mr. Anand, and he has done with Mati a lot of work there. He shared with me some of the photographs, like in one of the government colony, the pond where I was living long back at the level of the additions when I was special secretary in the state. The pond was no more there. Now that pond is full of water with lot of greeneries around. Some river, more than 60 river as a chief secretary of Uttar Pradesh, I got completely, in 2.5 years, there new rivers now. They have the life of the rivers, life has come back. It has happened in all the states. And this is something which is a major focus to make cities water secure, whether it is rooftop water harvesting, or whether through the conservation measure, through the various other measures, through the reducing the drink from tap and 24/7. It is nothing but reducing the water consumption. So a lot of is being taken, and it is a focus. This is on the plastic pollution. Yes, plastic pollution is a major challenge. The policy has come from the Environment Ministry, from the Pollution Control Board, and what is most plastic is something which we can't live without. When your heart, something happens inside your body, a lot of plastics is used. So plastic is something which is essential for us. But single-use plastic which you use and throw, that is most dangerous. When you see a urban garbage, you will find only the plastic and nothing else. Because that is most visible, that lasts for thousands of years. It doesn't get degraded. So reduce, reuse and recycle has been focused, and that is why I said Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0, the state must give more focus on that. This, how you utilize your single-use plastics. The city of Ghaziabad, they have used plastic for most of their development. They made benches and various things, decorative things out of the plastics. People have become, a lot of enterprises, the new entrepreneurs have come using plastic been converted into, in fact, you remember Honorable Prime Minister wearing a jacket which was made of the plastics. So plastic can be utilized in various ways, and all innovation and the new startups have come up how to utilize the plastics. But the major focus should be reduce, reuse and recycle, which is part of the Swachh Bharat mission, which needs a transformation. Somebody asked me the question, why existing city and why not the new cities? I think I have already answered to you why this was a part of this, the 15th Finance Commission, and more new cities are going to come. Like in Ayodhya, the city of Ram, now the new Ayodhya is coming very close by. We are already developing, the new city is coming by. Somebody asked me the question on Kanpur. भाई कानपुर में ही नहीं बल्कि पूरे देश भर में नमामि गंगे योजना. Namami Gange Yojana has made such a big transformation. See this, when you saw this Kumbh 2025, there was such a clean water was there for bathing. How that was possible? Through this Namami Gange, we could not only the river Ganga, but all its tributaries. Upfront, whatever was the dirty water was coming, that has been cleaned. Either through the STP sewer system or through the FSSTP or through various other remediation systems are there. The country is working on it. The cities bring crime, inequalities, drugs, various other negative things. Yes, it used to be. When there was low employment. But now through, whether JNNURM, whether it is through DAY-NULM or through SVANidhi or through various other, there are so many schemes, Mudra Yojana. There is more and more employment is there. Such things will go down. more and more focus of the government to improve the urban life. And the smart cities, ICCC is able to see, something happens because camera is watching you. If you do some, say, road traffic, there is a violation, you get a ticket. Nobody was there to see. The camera has seen and your number was been noted and you get a ticket. Many crimes have been solved through the ICCC. And now is the time when I was saying mission to movement, means ICCC has come only in 100 cities. To mission to movement, this ICCC can be used as a service, which we have developed through the bell. I am waiting for the government to announce how ICCC can become a service, so that every small cities or towns can then utilize. They don't have to spend 100 crores. Like you use the Microsoft various applications you use, similarly you can use ICCC as an application. And then not only crime but various other things can be controlled across the urban areas. Let's say that, they were the negatives, like some of the negatives I mentioned, they were negatives in the past, but slowly as the city urbanizes, the people become more, economic standard goes up, this is going to be addressed. Urban housing issues. You mentioned about the housing for the women, working women. When I said the affordable rental housing scheme, that is the answer. And thanks that government has set a target of 25% of 1 crore must come as a urban rental housing scheme. Once that comes, say if you get a rental housing, a good quality living for say 22,500 to 3,000 rupees per month, it can solve the problem for women, for the youth, for everybody. And also there is a change in the law. There was a big gap, which one of the things which was there in my slides I did not discuss, the rental law. Rental law in the country were mostly of the 60s and 70s, where the rights and the liabilities were imbalanced between the house owner and the one who is on the rental. Now the rental law has been changed. The model tenancy law, again I got that, I was very lucky to develop this system and send it to all across the country, to all the states. They adopt the rental law. I don't know whether Odisha, Mati will confirm, whether Odisha has already legislated the new rental law? No, not yet. The new Model Tenancy Act, which was approved by the Union Cabinet, and it has been given to all the states have to adopt that, so that the rental law become, when the right and the liabilities are balanced between the owner and the one who is utilizing it as a rent. Definitely it is going to help you. It is going to help many private owners to develop the the rental housing or rental hostels for the youth, for the women, for different kinds of people, and this becomes a good proposition, good working proposition. I have not mentioned that one of the recommendation. Maybe this is, when I talk to the Chief Secretary this afternoon, I am going to mention it to him. This should be taken by the state government, the Rental Act. I think I have tried to cover almost all the points. If something has been left, maybe my friend Mati will do the justice to it. So, anything else, I'll close here and say 2:30 we'll come back again. 2:30 again come back, and there I'm going to talk to you is not from the urban perspective, from your perspective. What is expected of you in the Amrut Kal, in the golden period of Indian history after independence? So thank you all. Thank you.